Good morning. I am Karen Hodge, and this is Debbie Glow. We are out here at Manatee County Animal Services in Palmetto for the Forget Me Not adoption event, and we are with Picture Them Adopted. And Picture Them Adopted is a group of volunteer photographers and handlers that come out and take good pictures of the animals to put on the website in hopes of getting them adopted. Well, we have the photographers meet the handlers out there, and we have a list of dogs that are up for adoption that only their intake picture on the county website. So they get together and they take the pictures of the animals, and then they send it to the staff here at the shelter, and they replace the intake picture with the picture of the dog with the bandana on or smiling, or the cat in a good background.
Well, it's been very positive. We're still working on our website. It's a continual process, and what it does, it is giving the dogs a great image instead of that intake picture where they all look like they're terrified when they first come in here. We just want to put them in their best, best light, so people really get a good idea of the animal.
Well, I saw something on CBS Sunday morning where a lady and photographer in Texas saw the intake pictures at her local shelter, and she, being a photographer, said, hey, I think I can do better. I work for an organization that we have a lot of wedding photographers, and so I said, hey, I know a lot of photographers. I could do that here in our county. And really, you know, the no-kill effort is a community effort, so I decided to volunteer my time and effort to get those people together, and that was about 2 years ago, and we have currently we have about 15 photographers and about 15 handlers. So we're always looking for more people. It's about maybe 1 or 2 hours a month of your time. So if you're willing to, give that time, give us a call. You can give me a call at 941-713-3105, or you can just go to the Picture Them Adopted website, which is picturethemadopted.com. And we also have a Facebook page, which Debbie manages, and that's facebook.com, Picture Them Adopted. So come and join us.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the difference between the intake pictures and the pictures that photographers take is just tremendous, and it just puts the dogs in such a good light. And the people go out to our Facebook page and see these dogs, and all of a sudden, oh, I want that dog, save that dog, and they call here and they say hold. All our dogs have numbers and names, so they'll say, well, hold Sarge, I'm coming out to get him. So I think the pictures are just doing wonderful. Our photographers and our handlers are just great. I had to kind of back off the handler because I've got some physical problems, but I'm working with Karen with the Facebook page and the website.
Okay, if you're interested in helping out with Picture Them Adopted, you can go to our website, www.picturethemadopted.com. We also have our Facebook page, facebook.com/picturethemadopted, and the phone number you can call is 941-713-3105.
My name is Lori, and I am with the Manatee County Animal Services Pit Crew. We are here as part of Manatee County Animal Services as a volunteer group to showcase the pit bull dogs and pit bull mixed dogs. We train them, we get them qualified to earn their Canine Good Citizen certification to help make them more adoptable.
We have a program like this to tell the public that the pit bulls are kind of a misunderstood breed. They're not as bad as everybody makes them out to be. They're really nice, family-oriented dogs.
Well, this is Pit Stop Penny, and this is Cinder over here.
And how old are they?
Pit Stop Penny, she's between 3 and 4, and Cinder is right around 1. And they both are currently available for adoption here at the shelter. Another one of the myths that the public perceives is that pit bulls have locking jaws. That's pure myth because it is not true. They are great family dogs. They're very loyal, and I just can't get enough of them. They can contact the shelter or visit our MCAS Adoptable page. We have our own Facebook page, and it's sponsored by the Pit Crew, and we will be glad to answer any questions that anyone may have. We do play groups, and that is part of our kennel enrichment program, and it keeps the dogs socialized, happy, so they don't get a little stir crazy from being in the kennels all day. So it's a good outlet for the dogs to let them play with each other.
This is awesome. The whole intent is to get as many shelter dogs and cats as we can out of the shelter. Actually, they called it a Forget-Me-Not event. So the whole plan is to get our dogs and cats that are impounded here into good and forever homes. Well, actually, what we found, and this is an event to prove it, this is just like the event of events. I know Marcy Baker put this together, and then she's got the roller derby teams out here doing grilling, and they've got Karen Alley and band is going to play now, and then they've got Kimberly Betts is coming later on. So, I mean, this is just an awesome community effort where everybody came together for the sake of the animals, the homeless animals that need to find homes. The no-kill policy in that is so important. We want every animal, every dog and cat that comes into our shelter to get out alive. Killing needs to stop.
Because of the animals, and I wanted to help get the animals adopted.
You have animals?
I have a few dogs.
How many is a few?
Well, I have one dog, and then I have 3.
The best way to do it is our website is full of it's got a lot of information. www.mymanatee.org/pets, PETS, and it has a wealth of information from lost and found animals to the dogs and cats available for adoption. The only thing I can say, and this is a big thing that we talk about, is don't shop, adopt. So don't look for your pet shops to get animals when we have plenty right here at Manatee County Animal Services.
My name's Mary, and we're here today to support all of the animals here at Manatee Animal Shelter, and I'm in charge of the raffles and donations. I became a volunteer. Marcy Baker put the event together just a couple weeks ago and got in touch with a bunch of people through Manatee County Animal Services, found out about it, signed up, and it's turned into a great project in the past couple weeks.
It's really important to get out and volunteer at Animal Services. We're kind of out in the country here. Nobody knows we're here. And these dogs and cats need some love and affection. They're caged up all day, so they really look forward when the volunteers come because we take them out of their cages, we walk them, we play with them, we make sure their cages are cleaned, and we try to give them a little stimulation that they're not getting in the 4 walls of the shelter.
That's correct. When they're in their cages and they don't get one-on-one or human contact, they get a little more nervous and scared, and when we're here and we walk with them and interact with them, they relax a little.
My first time out here was on Thursday, and when I walked in, it was a big eye-opener to the most beautiful dogs, and also loving and caring and kind dogs that need a home and want to do nothing but compassionately love a family. So they're here waiting for you to come and get them. It's important for them to understand that there is somewhere else for them to reach out to animals and to help, and to show that these dogs need and cats need homes. So it's important that they get to see that.
We adopted 2 little ones. They were fairly older, which is very sad when you see an elderly animal come in because they've been somewhere else their entire life. And it got me right here, so we adopted them and took them. We also have 3 fosters from here through heartworm treatment. They're almost finished. If I could say anything important, it would be spay and neuter, spay and neuter, spay and neuter. There are so many animals in here just because that's not being done. You have to be a responsible pet owner. You have to take care of your animal from the day you get them till the day they pass. And if you don't, they end up here. And then their lives could be on the line. And that's why we're doing this, to try to get them out there, get them adopted out. Yes, there are. The Humane Society does lower cost spay and neuter. They have pit bull spay and neuter programs. And it has to do with how much you make or if you don't have any money. There's all kinds of places. We have Animal Network that actually helps with that cost. There are all kinds of ways to keep your pets, keep them healthy, safe, spayed and neutered, so there's no more unwanted puppies and kittens.
Hi, this is Amy Vandell, Executive Director of the Humane Society of Manatee County, and we're over here showing our support for Manatee County Animal Services' big pet adopt-a-thon that's going on today here at their shelter at Palmetto. We're one of the many partners, shelters and rescues, that are working with our local county government to try to make sure that we can become a no-kill community. This kind of event is what really is needed, where we all get together, share our resources, our contacts, network, to get people out here to see the fantastic dogs and cats that are right here and available for adoption from our local county shelter. At the Humane Society of Manatee County, we also help by offering low-cost spay and neuter, the essential way to prevent unwanted pets from entering the shelter. Lots of times people have a litter, they give away a bunch of puppies. Those people decide that, you know, this dog is a little bit too much to handle because they don't get it spayed or neutered. They end up turning it into the shelter. But if they got that, you know, puppy spayed before it was 4 months old, it's going to be easier to train and easier to work with and become a better family member, a better companion animal. So we really promote spay-neuter. Also for cats, we're here with the Gulf Shore Animal League right next to us, who do the trap, neuter, and return program with the county and with us, and also with funding through the Bishop Foundation. We are able to trap, neuter, vaccinate, ear tip, microchip, and release these cats back to live a normal life with their normal life expectancy, healthier and not reproducing in our community. It's had a dramatic impact on the number of cats that are being euthanized. In fact, it's down like 70%. I recently heard from Audrey Garrison that the county animal shelter has not had to euthanize cats for space for as long as they can remember over the last year, which is a wonderful, wonderful statistic to be able to quote. Also at the Humane Society, of course, we do adoptions as well. Cats, kittens, puppies, and dogs. And we also come every week, or when we have space, to the county animal shelter and take animals out from the shelter, reducing their population here, moving them into our second chance adoption program, where they'll just be seen by more eyes and have, you know, another opportunity to find their forever home, as we say. Of course, it wouldn't all be possible without our wonderful donors and sponsors, business partners, and I'm so happy METV is here covering this event so the word gets out. We have opportunities for volunteers, special events that you can get involved in, so please give us a holler. We're right downtown Bradenton, 26th Avenue and 14th Street West. Thanks for coming out and covering us at the Adopt-a-thon at MCAS today. One of our volunteer opportunities is fostering through the Humane Society. For the most part, our fostering program is for animals that are too young to be put into a regular adoption program. Sometimes we have dogs that we come in as strays and then have puppies. And those puppies, once they're weaned, need to be socialized with people for about another 4 to 5 weeks before they can be spayed or neutered and put up for adoption. We've also had a huge outpouring of support from fosters for kittens. We've worked with Gulf Shore Animal League to find people willing to bottle feed baby kittens, and we just had a huge kitten adopt-a-thon a few weeks ago where 83 kittens were adopted over one weekend. So that's the kind of thing that our fosters do for us. And then sometimes we have special needs dogs that just need to get out of the shelter for a while so we can learn exactly what they're like in a home environment, so we can make them have more information available to potential adopters about them. So we just had a wonderful dog who actually needed to use wheels on his back legs, and he's being fostered to be adopted by that family right now, and we're so happy that he hopefully has his forever home now. And it's a wonderful mom with kids and a family, and Dad loves him too, and he helps tighten up his wheels on his wheelchair too. So there's all kinds of opportunities available for people who want to get involved with the Humane Society of Manatee County. You know, if there's one thing that I hope that we're all working together is it's about education and prevention. Number one, there's usually going to be a wait for you to surrender your pet. If you are in a situation where you know you're going to be moving or something, you can't assume that the day before you move you're going to bring your pet to the Manatee County Animal Shelter or to the Humane Society and be able to just turn it in. We really like to work with people more on their plans when they do decide that they can't keep their pet any longer. It could take 2 to 3 months, but we'll work with you to help you find the right home for your pet. Without, it takes more. We need your help to not just say, I got to give this pet up today because I'm moving tomorrow. That is one thing. We also want everybody to realize that becoming no-kill is not like we reach it and then we're there. It's an ongoing commitment to hopefully work towards retaining pets in their homes and understanding the commitment that you make when you adopt a pet. If it's a puppy, it's 13 years usually. You're making a commitment to a family member for 13 years. And hopefully your plans are when you have to move and things change, you're going to take that pet with you. Same thing for cats. Cats can live 12, 13, 14, even 20 years sometimes. So it is an addition to your family, and we'd like to encourage everybody to make that realization.
I've been volunteering for about a year now. I love the animals. They're all sweethearts, and I didn't know how sweet that the pit bulls could be until I came here. Because the people need to know that these animals need good homes.
And Haley, are you also a volunteer as well?
Yes.
Why did you get involved as a volunteer?
Because my favorite animal happens to be dogs, and I just don't want them to ever get hurt, and they deserve a good home.
I just really want the people to come out and adopt these dogs. They're very, very, very sweet, and they all need good homes.
And who are you here with today?
We have Libby down here. She's a little bit shy. She's half Australian Shepherd mix. I would just say that if you love animals as much as my daughter and I do, that you should come down here and volunteer because they can always, always use your help.
I would say that it is a great place to be and walk the dogs because everybody wants an animal to keep them not lonely and have company.
Well, it's Facebook actually. Someone sent me a picture of a dog and I fell in love, and my daughter and I came here and we went and walked around and just saw how many dogs were there and just so deserving of good homes. And the need was immediate. So my daughter looked at me and she said, you know, you've always said if you're going to speak up, you got to stand up. So what are we going to do? So we put this together, and 2 weeks ago is actually when we started planning this. And I just reached out to some friends on the roller derby team and said, can you guys come and cook? And then they reached out to people, and they reached out to people, and within like 24 hours I had like 6,000 shares, and everyone just started calling, and we just included everyone that wanted to help, and it's the whole team. It was $14 for this whole event. So I mean, free food, everything's free. So everyone's been amazing. You know, since I've started working, I mean, I walked in here not really knowing any of the people that worked here, and they were so open to it. I mean, they were excited, they were open. Everything we suggested, they made work. They wanted it too. I mean, I think they just want, their job is horrible. I couldn't do it. I mean, I would have 500 dogs if I worked here. So as hard as they work and as much as they do, it was, as soon as I said, hey, I want to do this positive thing, bring people in, they were 100% on board. They worked with us. I mean, they've made a lot of concessions. We've kind of taken this place over today, and we've brought people in that know what they're doing so that they're comfortable, and it's just been an incredible thing. So I think if you come here and you see something, it's easy to say something and complain, but if you want to stand up and do something, they're going to let you. You know, it's about the positivity and just kind of doing the right thing, and that's what everyone here is about. All of these people hadn't been, the majority of these people have never been here before. This is their first time here, and they're doing it to help out. So I think if the message gets out, you know, it's all for the right things. This was the easiest thing I've ever done. I've done benefits before. As soon as I said the dogs, and everybody wanted to give and help out. So they have an incredibly hard job, a thankless job. I think if you're sitting home and you have your opinions or your feelings, come walk around, come see these dogs. Just yesterday, actually, I walked around and there was a dog that had just had puppies. And they stayed until 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night to try to get this dog somewhere safe. And she is today, because we didn't want her here for the event. I mean, they work really hard and they really care. So I think the takeaway from this is it only takes one person. One person sent me a picture, and then one person reaching out to another person. The takeaway is if you're gonna complain about something, try to change it, and in a positive way, and that's what this all is. It was just one person and another person. So yeah, I mean, please help, please come down, and you know, there's so many animals here, so before you look to get another one, just check here first. You know, they don't deserve where they are, so I would really love them to find homes. Sleep, actually. I think it's been, like I said, this whole thing started 2 weeks ago. I don't think I've slept in 2 weeks. So once they have an empty kennel, I think I might just get a mattress and go in there. And once I sleep and wake up and see, that kind of go from there. But I would love it to be even more than that. I mean, there's so many things that they need help with here. You know, there can be fundraisers. There can be, I mean, adopt-a-thons. Just because we're adopting dogs out today doesn't mean tomorrow they're not going to fill them back up. So there needs to be constant attention, and I hope that someone's going to do that, and I hope they're going to see what I did and then reach out, and they'll have a lot of volunteers and be able to do this, because everyone that's helped out, I mean, Cox Chevrolet donated all the food, you know, the Hitmen, they're out cooking, you know, we have Karen Ollie that's playing, Kim Betts and the Granville Creek Band, all for nothing. I mean, they're all doing it for free. So all you got to do is ask, and you know, people will help out. So I hope they do, and I hope they continue it, and I'll help. I think Stephanie wants to do something at Cox Chevrolet too, so hopefully that's coming. But yeah, the idea is absolutely to do it. Maybe not for me to do it every time, but absolutely, yeah, I hope so.
The main reason why I think, and I'm just totally blown away, is a single volunteer decided to pull this together 2 weeks ago, and we couldn't find a parking place. There are dogs, cats, people everywhere. We've got a band. I mean, she pulled this all together by herself, and I want to personally thank Marcy Baker for all that she did. All we needed was a little help, and she pulled it all together, so we really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, Manatee County people are animal lovers. We all knew that. The difficulty, or only difficulty we've had, is translating that into, let's get these dogs and cats into our Manatee County homes. You know, that's been the sort of, we had a gap going. And this kind of event is exactly what we need to close that gap. And to say, here in Manatee County, we have dogs and cats that belong in every home, and they don't belong in animal services. So let's get them adopted.
Well, you know, if people would spay and neuter their pets and they would ask for a hand out to help, we wouldn't have these animals in here today. You know, if they would just take the responsibility when they do get a pet, we wouldn't be here today. Our shelter wouldn't be full today. So we really need to educate the public, right, Jean?
We do, and what we need to educate about too is all the low-cost spay-neuter facilities that exist, because that's again our gap, that we have to get it out there into the community, that it may cost nothing to have your dog, depending on what kind of dog, where you live, or very little to get your dog spayed and neutered and not have to turn it in.
Oh, I would agree, and we encourage our citizens of Manatee County to adopt in Manatee County. Don't go anywhere else. We have animals right here today, every day. Just come down and look and see what we have, and maybe you're going to find your forever home. Well, again, if it wasn't for our volunteers, we wouldn't be able to do this outreach, because we are still trying to move towards no-kill with the same staff. There's counties north of us that have added many staff members on to try to accomplish this. We're still doing with this the same, because we committed to our taxpayers that we would not add any more employees, any more costs to the citizens. So again, if it isn't for our volunteers, this would not be happening. And Animal Services in the county can't thank everybody enough, especially Marcy Baker for putting this on today.
I'm Dave Rohr. My skate name is Punisher. I represent the Double Agents, Hit Crew, Hitmen, and we're all the roller derby of Manatee County. We're here trying to help out with this organization, help them cook, whatever else they need. We all support the adopting animals. We're pro no kill on animals. We just want to see all these beautiful dogs and animals get homes today, and hopefully we see everybody go home with a pet. The Hitmen, we've actually been a part of this this is our first full season. We've been doing it for just over a year. We all started out as, a lot of us started out as refs, reffing female derby for the Braden Tucky Bombers that have been here for many years. And we just decided one day that we were going to start our own league and do it for the men. And ever since then, we've been kind of growing one guy at a time. Our skate league's gotten pretty big. We're now officially MRTA ranked, which is a national ranking system, so we can compete nationally. And they can go on the internet, go on ManateeCountyHitCrew.com, or go on Facebook. We have several Facebook pages. We have Hit Crew, we have the Assassins and the Hitmen all on Facebook. That you can go on there and you can join the league or come to watch or get your information to come. I have 3 pets of my own that I adopted. My heart goes to these animals. I think we all feel about the same way. We just want to help our local charity. We're all about the area.
These types of events make the difference, and these types of events move the dogs, find their homes, and that's what we're all about. And I can't thank Marcy Baker enough for what she has done. This whole event is because of her, and she's truly making a difference. There are definitely some ups and downs. You know, your emotions flow. There are times here when I leave and I'm crying, but there's times that I leave here and I'm smiling because I know I'm making a difference, and that's what it's all about. Just do it. Come up here, say, I'm here to help. And, you know, when I came up, I was like, I will wash kennels, I will do whatever you guys need to do, and I stepped forward and just do it. Just do it. Oh, that's huge. I mean, that's a huge battle that we try and undertake, that we're undertaking every single day. And tomorrow the shelter's going to fill up again, and we're going to be in the same position that we were today. It helps tremendously to spay and neuter. It would help. I'm just telling you, please, please, please spay and neuter, because that's the reason why our shelter's filled up, is because of that. One of the reasons anyways. Well, I mean, picture them adopted. If you want to smile, go on their Facebook page, because you'll see people adopting these animals and the huge smiles on their faces. That, I mean, it just warms you. And also, you know, it is a constant battle. The shelter's going to fill up again, but there's a lot of dedicated people here trying to make a difference, and that should warm your heart as well.